Yo, what is up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today a little different again, formally round 4 around Diriyah circuit in Saudi Arabia. Said round 4, I didn't upload round 3 as I was in the middle of a rig change, so couldn't upload the one, couldn't live stream as I had issues getting the live stream going and recording as well. So couldn't upload that one. Apologies for that, but now I'm back with round 4. We didn't get any points in round 3. It was tough getting used to the new rig. But this time around we're starting P6, a lot better qualifying. Just missed out on P2. Felt like I didn't really get the qualifying together very well. But maybe we can make up some positions in the race. It's a very tough track. Personally, my favorite so far on the Formula E calendar. Not really any, or a lot of hairpins I would say. A lot more fast flowing section. I think there's one, maybe 2 chicanes in it, or real chicanes. But yeah, let's head into it now. As you can see, I can't really see the start lights. I need to do it on the sound as the lights do turn green. So I can shoot a little bit heading into turn 1. We try and have a look. Go down the inside of Graham Carroll. I was a little bit too late there. So gonna lose in position now to Gollenbeck. Which squeezes me a little bit. We hit on the exit, and now I'm trying to go around the outside here. I just squeezed through, but he has me on the exit slightly at slightly higher minimum speed, and then heading into turn 1 side by side. He squeezes me again, small tap, but very good racing in my opinion. He can wheelbang a little bit or hit a little bit in these Formula E cars. It's not like something will break straight away. So makes racing slightly better in my opinion. Yeah, down to P7, 1 position lost, and I think quite a bit of battery use as well. Battery consumption or managing is really hard in these cars, of course. You need to try and make it to the end, which is hard, as you need to do a lot of lift and goes, pick the right fights, and really pick the right moment for attack mode. So you don't get stuck or use too much battery during it. But now, the first lap was scheduled to be 6% in practice, but now we've already used more than 6%. We're on 6.3 at the moment, and we're probably gonna come over the finish line with around 7%. As the finish line is right here after this corner, but the start line was 2-3 corners ago on the long back straight. So you basically do half a lap more than normally, as I now head into the end of lap 2. Graham Carroll taking his attack mode.
Quite sure attack mode was not enabled yet, right? Didn't say anything. Carroll did. He went for the... Yeah, I know, but I think it was not activated when he tried.
You can hear me say there. I thought attack mode was not enabled yet, so I felt like Graham went for the attack mode when he couldn't, but there were already 2 laps finished, so he could go for it. So that was my mistake. But anyway, we didn't try to go for it anyway. Carroll does have the attack mode now. He's probably gonna try and get P5 back here from Gollenbeck. I don't think Gollenbeck is gonna try and fight this, as Carroll was quite a bit ahead. So maybe pace-wise,
he does have
a little difference. As Carroll goes down the inside now, heading into the chicane. I feel like this is the only real big braking zone, and maybe turn 1 is medium braking zone. So yeah, not a lot of very hard braking zones. This is a 90-degree corner, so it's medium again, I would say. It's not like other Formula E tracks where you have a lot of hairpins. Hence why I prefer this one, in my opinion, a little bit. I prefer the fast flowing stuff.
Please.
So now heading towards the end of lap 5, I'm gonna go for my attack mode, which is right here on the outside. So I'm gonna lose 1 position to Stefanko, and I will be side by side.
So that's perfect.
Side by side with Diriyah there, and I just managed to keep the position. So yeah, I need to do quite some battery saving, to be honest. You can see 5.3 there, which is slightly too much. I didn't lift and coast going into the chicane because I wanted to stay ahead of Diriyah. which I managed to do, but again, we already used quite a bit on the first lap. Remember, we did 1% more than scheduled, and now again, we did like 0.5% more than what I wanted to do. But yeah, in this race, making the right decisions is extremely hard. Especially, it's not my platform, not my car, or not what I'm used to at least. Formula 1 obviously being very, very different. So I wanted to try and get Stefanko back here. Everyone has to use 2 attack modes, it's mandatory, otherwise you get disqualified. So Stefanko has used 0 attack modes, so if I would stick within 1.3, 1.4 seconds, I would get him back anyway. If he uses his attack mode, but I'm gonna go for it anyway here, and I'm gonna try and go down the inside. We just about didn't manage to get him there.
This guy is such a dumbass, man.
As you can hear me get angry for absolutely no reason. Well, adrenaline is high, so now we go down the outside here at turn 1. We just about managed to squeeze through. Very good racing with Stefanko there. Just managed to squeeze through on the outside. So GG to him. Obviously out of attack mode, so slightly more engine power. So yeah, it was very good. Enjoyed that one. In case you hear me talking in the stream, I'm talking to JD, my race engineer, but for some reason you can't hear him talk. I think no one could hear him either in the stream, but yeah, anyway, you saw Gollenbeck take his second attack mode now, and Stefanko and Diriyah did the exact same behind me. So Gollenbeck has used 2 of them now. Stefanko and Diriyah have used 1. So yeah, we're equal on that. And now going towards the end of lap 13, I'm gonna go for an attack mode again, and I expected to lose a position to Stefanko, but we didn't. He took attack mode as well, and now he got side by side with Diriyah, so that's good for us. But again, I think we're gonna use slightly too much here. It's gonna be 5.12 on the line, which is not really what I wanted. Already struggling with battery management and simply use slightly too much there, in my opinion. So last few laps are gonna be tough. I've used too much in this race so far, way more than scheduled, and saving is not going very well. You can see 28% left with, well, now actually 17% with 4 laps to go. As Stefanko goes down the inside, we go slightly wide. Last lap at 4.43% usage.
I know, I'm tight.
Which would not be enough if I will do that the next 3 laps to make the end. So coming across the line, it's going to be 16.5%, which means on average we need to basically do 4.1% per lap, as that last lap was a 4.3%, and Stefanko behind me had 3-4% more. So I'm probably fighting a battle that I'm going to lose anyway, as he has simply more energy to use towards the end of the race, and that's because I picked the wrong fights this race. Lap 1 and then the one when I had the attack mode on Stefanko as well, which didn't gain me anything. So I used a lot of battery and didn't gain any time or positions. So that was really unfortunate. Completely my own fault, of course. It's hard to pick these fights rightfully, as I'm trying to lift and coast as much as possible, park my car on the apex, but well, 3-4% is a lot. He can simply go flat out into a braking zone, whereas I have to lift 200 meters before, like I do here. Braking at 50 meters now. Stefanko on the outside. I go a little bit deep. We managed to fend them off for another lap, but I'm not sure how much
Stefanko has a lot, right?
As I didn't know at the time, Stefanko had 3-4% more than me, as they weren't showing it a lot on stream. But yeah, 4.4% again there. If I would do the same for the next 3 laps, I will come short with 0.3 laps. As you can see,
I literally have nothing.
How much laps I can do on average with the battery I have. So as you can even say there, I literally have nothing. I can't use a lot, like 4.3, 4.4% is a very good lap of saving, but I just started saving too late, and maybe some laps used extremely much. So yeah, Gollenbeck has gone off into the distance. Same for Carroll. Gollenbeck now 4.5 seconds ahead. Graham Carroll 5 seconds ahead. So yeah, now 9.5% heading into the long right, and there a lot of lift and coast again, heading into the long back straight now. Stefanko,
I think we're gonna let Stefanko go.
2.8 tenths behind, as you can hear me say. I think I'm gonna let Stefanko go because I need to finish this race to get at least a point. As we head into the chicane, I think a little bit of contact, nothing serious, but yeah, now I'm not gonna really try and fight back because I'll literally ruin my own race if I do that now. Heading into the last corner, me and Diriyah have a slight tap as he tipped his nose into the apex. Again, used too much on that lap. Crossed the line with around 8%, which means 4% per lap. So really have to save on this lap, which I'm gonna try and do without losing positions again. But again, Diriyah has more than me, saved more than me, so this is gonna be a really hard fight, as I've 100% given up on the fight with Stefanko, because otherwise I'm definitely not gonna finish the race. Now going to this middle section, 6.3% the battery. You can see it in the top left middle, more or less. So yeah, again heading into the long right-hander.
Unnecessary aggression.
A lot of lift and coast, and then try to get the exit here. But I need to lift and coast somewhere. So it's gonna be hard again going into the chicane. I'm gonna go defensive, but I'm not sure if there's a lot I can do. As JD told me about batteries around me, but yeah, as I said, as you guys know, I couldn't, or you guys couldn't hear him. So as Lawrence Heusinkveld goes down the inside into the last corner, pushes us a little bit wide.
Fuck.
We hit the wall, and we had 3.6% remaining there, but I've decided to just go for P10 now because I need to finish this race. 2.5 seconds to Brzezinski, which
just 1 point is better than nothing.
Yeah, as you can even say, 1 point is better than 0. So now just gonna take this last lap careful, go for the point, and then yeah, try to still finish ahead of Brzezinski, of course. But I think he's struggling a little bit with battery as well. So as you can see, Biancolila is really close behind him. So I'm doing as much lift and coast as possible through this middle section, and then again for the long left-hander, gonna do the exact same. 1.6% remaining now, heading into the long right, and you can see I'm literally coasting all the way through. I'm not braking at all.
Really tough to make the finish.
So yeah, as you can even say, really tough to make the finish. Now I started to lift and coast with like 250 meters to go because I was so close running out. But now going in through the chicane, 1.3%, which is probably going to be fine, as the finish line is just after this corner. We come across the line in P10, 4.4 seconds from my PB, but the last lap was 3.4% on the battery, so we finished with 0.5% remaining. Even if I used the 0.5%, I would have not gotten Diriyah or Heusinkveld on that last lap, as Brzezinski crashes into the wall behind me. So yeah, just very poor battery management of me in the first few laps. Picked the wrong fights, and then also qualifying. We were not allowed to stream it, so
oh, that sucked.
Yeah, I couldn't show that in this video, but yeah, qualifying I messed up sector 1 really badly. It was 3.5 tenths off my PB, and then wow, I basically missed out on a quite easy P2 if I would have gotten a somewhat decent sector 1. So yeah, quite poor performance from me. No excuses for that. We did practice a lot for this race, but simply couldn't finish it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more, and see you guys next time.